Was sort of like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
A Hamilton County inmate assumed the identity of another prisoner and simply walked out of jail. Well, now investigators are trying to find 20-year-old Chris Bowden. And as Local 12 News reporter Jeff Hirsh tells us, they're also trying to find out what went wrong with the system.
The Hamilton County Justice Center releases thousands of prisoners a year, most of the time flawlessly. Not this time.
Basically what he did is he falsified his information. Based on that falsified information, we did release him.
The sheriff's office says 20-year-old Chris Bowden, here on the left, somehow assumed the identity of 21-year-old Darius Dabney on the right.
This was basically a duo that pulled this off.
That's who, but how is the question. Bowden was already locked up facing 10 years for an aggravated robbery conviction and was due in court again yesterday morning on a gun charge. Dabney was in for something much less serious, marijuana trafficking. Sheriff's officials say Chris Bowden got out of this very door at about 10 minutes to 6 yesterday afternoon, the normal inmate release door. About 2 hours later, they discovered that Bowden was missing, and shortly after that, they figured out that Bowden had been masquerading as another inmate, Darius Dabney. Bowden got out when somebody posted Darius Dabney's bond, only $250. Obviously, freedom, no doubt temporary, was the motive for Bowden. But what in the world was in this for Darius Dabney? He now faces complicity charges, and his bond is now at $500,000. Officials say at least 5 jail employees saw the paperwork, but still the wrong guy got out. There's no evidence any jail workers were involved in the escape plan, but preventing such an escape, however rare it may be, is definitely on the table.
We are absolutely looking at our policies and procedures, and once that's a separate investigation, once that investigation is completed, if any changes are required, they absolutely will be implemented.
And now, here is another weird twist. This court document, here it is, says Darius Dabney was once arrested in 2012 and charged with falsification for telling police he was somebody else, his own brother. So
I'm trying to figure out what Darius was thinking. He was in for selling marijuana and could have gotten out for $250.
What's in it for him is just one of the many questions here that will probably be answered with the likely event that the other guy, and I mispronounced his name a couple of times, it's Bowden. Eventually, whenever somebody gets out, which is very, 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 very rare, eventually they always get caught.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Thanks, Jeff. Right.